Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu. A pleasant day to each and everyone. I am Munis Magyaman and our topic is about Case 2, What Happened in the Cavite Mutiny. The year 1872 is a historic year of two events. These are the Cavite Mutiny and the martyrdom of three Filipino priests in the names of Mariano Gomez, Jacinto Zamora, and Jose Burgos, that later on immortalized as Gumburza. These two events are important milestones in Philippine history, and what made this year controversial is that there are two different sides of the story, a battle of perspectives supported by primary sources, and there are two different versions of the story, a Spanish version and a Filipino version, and the Spanish version was documented by Jose Montero y Vidal, a prolific Spanish historian, and the Filipino version was written by Dr. Trinidad Hermenegildo Pardo de Tavera, a Filipino scholar and researcher. Let me first discuss to you the first version, which is the Spanish version. So, in the Cavite, umiiral yung forced labor and non-payment tributes sa mga tao. And then, ito yung naging main reason para sagawa ng revolution yung mga tao. And then we have this General Governor Izquierdo, which is sinabi niya na people of the Cavite wanted to install a new hari in the likes of Father Burgos and Zamora. The general added that the native clergy entice other participants by giving them charismatic assurance that their fight will not fail because God is with them, coupled with handsome promises and rewards such as employment, wealth, and ranks in the army. On January 20, 1872, is mayroong okasyon na sineselebrate sa district ng Sampaloc, which is the feast of the Virgin of Lorete. And then, nagsagawa sila ng fireworks display. And then, itong fireworks display na ito is na-misinterpret ng mga taga Cavite. And then, inakala nila na itong fireworks na ito is a sign ng pag-atake ng mga Spanish officers, which is not. And ginawa ng mga 200 men na ito na pinamumunuan ni Sergeant La Madrid. Inatake nila ang Spanish officers, and itong maliit na labanan na ito is dito namatay si Sergeant La Madrid. On February 17, 1872, the Gumburza were tried by a court-martial and were charged with treason and sedition by the Spanish military tribunal and were sentenced to die by strangulation or sa pamamagitan ng pagsakal. And ang iba pang mga patriots na nakatulad ni Joaquin Pardo de Tavera, Antonio Marejador, Jose N. Pio Basa at iba pang mga abogadillos mula sa higher court is nasuspend from the practice of law, arrested, and were sentenced with life imprisonment in the Marianas Island.
Primary source, excerpt from Pardo de Tavera's account of the Cavite Mutiny. Dr. Trinidad Pardo de Tavera, a Filipino scholar and researcher, wrote the Filipino version of the bloody incident was a mere mutiny by the native Filipino soldiers and laborers of the Cavite arsenal who turned out to be dissatisfied with the abolition of the privilege. Indirectly, Tavera blamed Governor Izquierdo's cold-blooded policies such as the abolition of the privilege of the workers and native army members of the founding of School of arts and trades for the Filipinos, which the general believed as a cover-up for the organization of a political club. Tavera believed that the Spanish friars and Izquierdo used the Cavite Mutiny as a powerful level by magnifying it a full-blown conspiracy involving not only the native army but also included residents of Cavite and Manila, and more importantly, the native clergy to overthrow the Spanish government in the Philippines. It is noteworthy that during the time the central government in Madrid announced its intention to deprive in matter of civil government and the direction and management of educational institutions, this turns out of event was believed by Tavera, prompted the friars to do something drastic in their desire to maintain power in the Philippines. Meanwhile, in the intention of installing reform, the central government of the Spain welcomed on the educational decree authored by Moret, promoted the fusion of the sectarian school run by the friars into a school called Philippine Institute. The decree proposed to improve the standard of education in the Philippines by requiring teaching positions in said school to be filled by competitive examinations. This improvement was warmly received by most Filipinos spite of the native clergy's chest for secularization.
Good day everyone, my name is Vaisara Ibad. So in response to injustice, a Filipino version of the incident 1872 Cavite Mutiny. So another account, this time by a French writer, Edmond Flochot, implemented the Paris account and analyzed the motivation of 1872 Cavite Mutiny. So, itong si Edmond Flochot ay sinang-ayunan niya yung pahayag o sinabi ni Tavera at nagbigay din siya ng kuro-kuro about sa nangyari noong Cavite Mutiny 1872. So, next, a primary source, General Torre Cajeta Junta composed of 5 official and 6 Spanish. So, itong si General Torre ay bumuo daw siya ng matataas na, tinatawag natin matataas na mga pinuno, including Spanish friars at yung 6 na Espanyol na namumuno. So at the same time, there was a create by the government in Madrid a committee to investigate the same problems submitted in Manila Committee. So when the two finished their work, it was found that they came to the same conclusion, yung dalawa na si Tavera at si Flochot. So may tinatawag tayong investigative committee upang malaman yung nangyari, which is their conclusion and suggestion. So next, when the arrival of General Gobernador Izquierdo is magkakaroon sana ng reforma sa edukasyon, reforma sa pagtatrabaho, reforma sa pagbibigay ng bunga ng mga development sa mga manggagawa. So, natapos ang lahat ng ito nung dumating si Izquierdo. So ang paglilitis, kaya pinasimulan ito ng gobyerno na resulta ito ng matinding pakikipag-away o mapait na pakikipag-away o dispute sa mga Pilipinong pare at Spanish friars. So, itong mga policy na ito is ginawa ito sa matinding dahilan ito ng matinding kagustuhan na tapusin yung mga plano sa kabila, which is ang tinutukoy dito na mga plano ay marahil yung pagkakapagsak ng mga Spanish friars at Pilipinong pare. So, nagkaroon naman ng mga eskwelahan, which is of School of Arts and Trades, open on March 1871, na pinigilan ng Gobernador General yung pagbubukas ng mga eskwelahan na ito. So, the opening of the school previous to the scheduled inauguration. So, halimbawa, bukas na yung pagbubukas ng mga eskwelahan na ito. Tapos itong si General Gobernador Izquierdo ay hindi niya pinayagan or ayaw niyang, tignan nyo naman kung ayaw niyang matuto yung mga Pilipino na pumasok sa eskwelahan. So, tignan nyo naman kung gaano kabait itong si Izquierdo. Kung gaano kasama na ayaw niyang matuto yung mga Pilipino. So, next, noon kasi, the Filipino in general is may mga responsibilidad sila na tumulong gumawa ng daan, paggawa ng mga kalsada, at pagbibigay ng buwis o pagbabayad ng buwis kada taon. Pero yung mga nagtatrabaho sa maesteranza sa artillery, doon sa mga engineering shop, doon sa arsenal sa Cavite na in-exempt sila is hindi sila nabigyan ng ganitong or hindi sila binigyan ng ganitong obligasyon. So, yung namulatan nila or mulat-mulapan nila noon is hindi sila nagbibigay ng buwis, hindi rin nila kailangan ng sapilitang trabaho sa kalsada. So, dahil doon walang sabi-sabi, walang announcement, walang explanation. Basta bigla-bigla na lang nagpahayag itong or nagbigay ng batas itong gobernador na ito na alisin yung mga pribilehiyo at yung isali sila sa pagtatrabaho sa public roads. So, itong mga privilege na ito is ginamit nila yung pangyayari nito para maitatak yung paghari-harian nila sa ating bansa. At magpakita ng tinatawag nating kahinaan dahil nagkaroon ng discontentment yung kanilang dominance. Pero hindi naman dominance kasi nakikita natin yung pang-aabuso, nakikita natin yung tinatawag na pananamantala. Nagkaroon ng discontentment sa side ng mga Pilipino. Imbis na mapabuti yung kanilang spiritual life, napasama pa ito lalo. Itong mga Spanish friars na ito, sila pa yung pinagsisimulan ng kasamaan. They showcase na the mutiny as a part of greater conspiracy in the Philippines. So, kumbaga, itong mga Pilipino or itong ay ginawa nilang dahilan, itong mutiny para sabihin na gustong pabagsakin ng mga Pilipino itong government ng mga Espanyol dito sa Pilipinas. So, unintentionally, the Cavite Mutiny 1872, ito yung nagbigay daan doon sa martyrdom ng Gumbursa at ito rin ang nagbigay daan doon sa himagsikan na nangyari noong 1898.